Higher taxes on gambling to help families on the lowest incomes. Plenty of Labour MPs think it's worth a punt, and they're feeling lucky. 101 backbenchers have written to the Chancellor demanding action.
We think the polluter pays principle should apply to gambling in the same way that it applies to tobacco or alcohol. We want to go after more addictive, more harmful online forms of gambling, slots, casinos, machine gaming, things that don't need very many people to operate, don't bring much in to the community, but also make enormous profits.
MPs want the government to increase taxes on the money taken by betting companies after winnings are paid out. The tax rate for online casino, slots, poker and bingo would rise from 21% to 50%. So too would the tax rate on cash prize, slot and physical games machines, with an exemption for those with stakes of less than 10 pence. And the tax rate on bets on sporting events made in shops and online would rise from 15% to 30%, although horse racing would be excluded. The IPPR says these changes would raise an extra £3 billion, enough to lift the two-child benefit cap and the household benefit cap, and 500,000 children out of poverty.
Your head's cold, oh no.
There's a lot at stake here. Scrapping the two-child limit would leave Taya, a single parent, and her 3 children, £230 a month better off.
What's missing really first is just the basics, like my older son not being able to do clubs, not being able to replace things when they break. It's a crazy juggle. Sometimes I end up just putting things on my credit card and hoping for the best.
And you cannot have a situation where under a Labour government child poverty numbers just go up and up and up.
The 100 Labour MPs want precisely what Gordon Brown called for on ITV News earlier in the summer. And here's a twist. The chair of the Betting and Gaming Council, which represents the industry, is Michael Duggar, a former aide to Brown when he was Prime Minister. The BGC declined our offer of an interview. The BGC is headquartered in this building, in the shadow of Parliament. In a statement, it told us what is proposed would harm jobs, investment and sports funding, while failing to deliver more revenue. The statement adds, every time the Treasury squeezes the regulated sector, it strengthens the unsafe black market, which pays no tax, offers no consumer protection and puts UK jobs and growth at risk. The industry says higher taxes would push punters into the arms of unscrupulous operators, a claim challenged by campaigners, including the former boss of Paddy Power, who backs targeted tax rises.
Rachel Reeves should really look at the highly addictive online casino, especially things like the online slot machines, which are the crack cocaine of gambling.
We asked the Chancellor about the proposal on Monday, before the letter had been sent.
I didn't need MPs or former Chancellors to tell me to launch an inquiry into gambling taxation. I did that as Chancellor, and I will set out the plans on the taxation of gambling and indeed all other areas in my budget on the 26th of November.
So it's on the table?
It's on the table.
Her budget will be full of difficult decisions, but many in her party think this one should be easy. Joel Hills, ITV News.